Now, Sofi Technologies this week finished up over 33%. In fact, almost 34%, which is something that is quite incredible because this is a stock that, ladies and gents, when we started this week, I was on a red, and seen on the screen, ladies and gents, on this Sofi Technology stock, I'm up over 21%, and this 21% was due to the fact that, of course, Sofi Technology rose by over 33%. Now, this 33%, many of you already know that it came about when we heard that the new debt ceiling deal obviously was going to prohibit President Joe Biden to, of course, extend the student loan repayments halts, which is something that is good news to a stock like Sofi Technologies. I mean, these kind of news were priced in from the beginning of this week, and the fact, or to see the matter being, of course, agreed upon by the parties which were involved, makes me to be really excited because obviously, like I said, Sofi Technologies, one of the main things that resulted it to surge by over 33% was an assumption that this deal could be struck, which obviously we saw it, of course, being struck, which is a very good thing on a stock like Sofi because this, of course, will mean that repayments of the loan will resume very soon. Now, before we dig deep into this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I would appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about Sofi Technologies, finishing the week up over 33% and seeing it in my portfolio also finishing up over 21%. So if you are enjoying this kind of content, please do make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and once you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content, because Sofi is one of the stocks that I personally invest in, which is why I do videos about it every time we get some of the headlines. Almost all the time we get the good news that will make this stock worthwhile. So if you are a Sofi fan, also please do consider hitting that subscribe button. That's if you've not subscribed on this channel already. So yes, without wasting any more of your time, Sofi Technologies, we saw it this week finishing up over 33%, which resulted in me sitting with over 21%, which, like I said, as I've told you, it came about, of course, the debt ceiling deal, which was to take place which was concluded on Thursday, which is something that is incredible because, ladies and gents, like I said, Sofi Technologies, the fact that student loan might resume very soon, this is good news to Sofi because over and above the revenues that they were generating regardless of the student loan repayments halts, they are going to now get of course a chunk of some massive revenues from the student loan repayments, which is something that is quite incredible because then it means that Sofi will generate more revenues. So Sofi will, of course, get closer and closer to profitability. I mean, I think during the week we did discuss that there are some investors who are saying that Sofi Technologies could reach profitability in Q3, which is a quarter before the Q4, which Sofi Technology said they would. And of course, when Sofi made that prediction, they were not even factoring the fact that student loan repayments could resume. They were, of course, making the prediction of saying they are going to be profitable in Q4 regardless of the student loan repayments. So with the student loan repayments coming back, then we could see a stock like Sofi Technologies or a company like Sofi reporting some good profitability from Q3. That's if, of course, student loan repayment starts, of course, around Q3, when that is from July to, of course, September. So I'm very excited about this kind of news because, ladies and gents, it is going to make a stock like Sofi to surge. And most of you will know that on this stock, Sofi, I think beginning of this year, what happened is that obviously the reason why my average is this low, because most of you will know by now that my average on Sofi is $5.73. The reason why is that low is that obviously in January, when you saw, of course, most stocks are surging, I think Sofi Technologies went over $8. I saw myself sitting with some good profits, and I knew I had to sell everything I had onto Sofi because I knew the economy, inflation was still very high then. The central bank or Federal Reserve was still expected to raise interest rates more aggressively, trying to curb the high inflation. That is the reason why I sort of like trimmed most of my stock beginning of this year, targeting entering or buying those stocks again at lower share prices, which is what of course resulted into me of course having a low of course average into SoFi Technology of $5.73, because before I sold beginning of this year, I think my average was over $7, and now it's at $5.73, which is of course the reason is because I sold my entire holdings then, and I think I started buying SoFi again around April. That is why of course my average is of course this low. Now I'm very excited, and I hope that of course we continue seeing the rally on to SoFi, because SoFi, like I said, it is a company that regardless of the student loan repayment holds, they continue doing well. They continue beating analyst expectations in terms of the revenues they generate and the earnings per share. I mean, in the past 8 quarters, SoFi Technologies has been that stock that we've been seeing them beating or managing to beat analyst expectations on both the revenues they generate and the earnings per share. And when it comes to membership growth, we are seeing them continuing to do well, because in the Q1 of 2023 we saw them of course adding over 430,000 members into their platform, resulting into SoFi Technology to now have over 5.7 million total members, which is something that must just show you that this is a company that is growing. This is a fintech company that is set for greatness, and I'm not surprised, because why would consumers not like SoFi Technologies? Because it offers a wide range of services, so consumers can save, borrow, invest, spend and trade into one platform, which is something that obviously you hardly find, or you can hardly find, in most of the traditional banks, which is why which is what makes SoFi to be special. So yes, I know that there are some other technical guys or investors that are saying that SoFi will go back to the $5 mark as it, or so that it at least fills the gap that it created this week as it surged. I don't know, but should it go back below my average, you already know what I'm going to do, and that is of course I'm going to try and increase my holdings onto this stock, because I believe in its fundamentals and its future prospects. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I'm hoping for the best, and I hope that if the market continues to be bullish, then chances are that we might see also a stock like SoFi continuing surging, which is something that will be amazing. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat, buy SoFi for the very first time or increase your holdings onto SoFi, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence so that at least you get comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.